Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen back. And the sooner, the better.
From what I've seen, nobody out here's got it easy.
One of the high costs of being free.
You've chosen a real hard life.
I've heard stories just like that all too often. Goddamn raiders.
That's true.
Only strong ones live.
There's nothing worse than losing a child. Believe me, I know.
I hope I never have to experience that feeling.
No one should have to go through that.
An all too common tale in the Commonwealth, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it can be a real, monstrous world.
I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to lose someone that close to me.
It must be a terrible feeling. I'm sorry for both of you.
This world is full of terrible loss.
You don't need to be reminding yourself about that.
I'm sorry about your daughter, sir.
All too well, I'm afraid. My sympathies are with you both.
Super mutants not have small ones.
If your daughter was that stupid, she got what she deserved.
Well, that was charming. What's gotten into you?
Hey, show some damn respect.
Great. Just great.
Daughter doesn't seem like the stupid one from where I'm standing.
That girl is dead.
That's unacceptable, soldier. Unacceptable.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Now that was uncalled for, even by me own standards.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Maybe she didn't want to go on living. If I were in her place, I wouldn't.
Sir, I do believe you've crossed a line.
Small human was weak. The weak die.
Welcome to Graygarden, darling. This is the Commonwealth's first and only hydroponics facility, run entirely by robots.
Robots can do simple tasks, sure, but you need a human being to make the big decisions.
Makes sense to me. I mean, someone has to program these things.
You clearly haven't watched a lot of folks try and make decisions.
Or at least a sane decision. No offense, but some robots these days are really colorful.
I think you're forgetting a couple lapses in human decision-making.
You can't exactly sample the wares, can you?
I couldn't agree with you more.
From what I've seen of human decision-making, perhaps you are not one to throw stones. I said it right, yes?
It would be pretty strange if you let these bots do whatever they wanted.
I always thought so too, but then, what's going on here?
They seem to be doing well enough without one.
Truth be told, sir, it all depends on the programming. In some cases, we may even be more qualified to make a sound decision.
Robots? Strong not like metal men. Can't eat them.
This place seems familiar. I think I saw a bit about it on the news, back before the war.
In better shape than I'd expected a house of glass to be after getting nuked.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh. Didn't realize we were walking through a historic landmark.
Interesting. Then this place must have some sort of pre-war significance.
It is hard to imagine how this has survived for so long.
Strong board. Let's go fight something.
There's not even one person here?
Would explain the lack of outhouses.
No wonder it's in such great shape.
Thought this place was creepily tidy.
I don't see anybody else around.
And this is a surprise? Robots are quite capable.
Can't eat metal men. Just smash them.
That's pretty ingenious. I bet you can work around the clock.
Robots working on a farm, huh? Now I've seen it all.
Bet it cuts down on smoke breaks, too.
Which is not creepy at all.
Sure they can. But do you want to?
And you're happy working those kinds of hours?
This is a clever implementation of robotic-driven agriculture.
Among many other benefits.
Well, At least you know they won't be slacking off on you.
Never seen anything like this.
It's nothing that compares to the Institute, but it's not bad.
Not only that, but your data collection and analysis must be top-notch. I'm sure these crops want for nothing.
In genes, clock, strong confused.
Robotics and artificial intelligence were our creator's great passions, rivaled only by his love of television. Perhaps you've noticed that I possess a rather singular personality, as do the other supervisors.
Yeah. Every single time it's calling you darling, it gives me the creeps.
She does have a lot of charm for a bot.
Real personalities or just clever programming. Kind of the age-old dilemma in my line of work.
You're no synth, but you sure got panache.
You are quite the firecracker.
Personality should not be a part of a robot's programming. It's wrong.
It is quite common for owners to modify a robot's pre-installed personality.
That's putting it mildly.
This took a weird turn.
Robot talk almost as much as human. Just smash it.
My family's from Danvers, originally. My wife and I started this place up about 12 years ago. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why set up a farm at a place like this? It might not look like much, and there's that smell. But that's the thing. See, this used to be a sewage plant. The most fertile soil in the Commonwealth is right under our feet.
What do you grow here?
Dead mole rats?
Whatever it is, I don't think it's well.
It all looks pretty healthy. Whatever it is.
Strong board.
Take the good with the bad, I guess.
Better you than us.
If that's the silver lining.
I guess.
You can't eat fresh air after all.
Yes, we all need to make the best of our situation these days.
Good and bad. Strong confused.
No wonder your crops are doing so well.
Oh, God. I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Sure hope you wash them thoroughly.
Boy, that smell. But Warwick's food is some of the best.
Makes me happy I don't eat. But they sure are thriving.
Never gonna be able to look at one the same again, but they're really coming in well.
Building your farm here was a unique decision, citizen.
And all-world fertilizer means your crops will be safer for human consumption.
So, we're literally standing on a huge pile of shite. Ugh, disgusting.
That's Commonwealth ingenuity for you.
Yes, it's quite an ingenious idea, sir. Although I do recommend keeping that little tidbit out of the public ear. It's impressive the sewage is so effective. Your crops appear to be thriving.
Bah! Eat Brahmin, eat humans, not potatoes or trees.
I don't care how fertile the soil is. This place reeks.
Oh, God. I think I'm going to be sick.
Smells like where unbathed super mutants go to die.
Ditto on that count.
It this bad every day, or did something pass away in here recently?
But they grow a mean tato. Not sure I'll ever be able to eat one again.
The aroma is rather pungent.
Does no one have manners anymore?
Reeks is too kind a word. Ugh, it's absolutely disgusting.
Come on. It's not that bad. I mean, I'm sure you get used to it after a while.
That's an understatement.
My sensors are picking up quite the odor.
Smell not so bad. Smell like brother super mutants in hot sun.
It's pretty clever, making a tarberry bog out of an old swimming pool.
Well, it's certainly something, all right.
No kidding. That's a good-looking crop to boot.
Yes, it's a clever use of pre-war architecture. I'll have to make a note of that.
You could have filled it with water and used it for swimming. But that's just me talking crazy.
The Commonwealth could use more of that kind of ingenuity.
If that kind of thing impresses you, sure.
Yes, quite resourceful, I must say.
Ah, plants.
The first word that comes to my mind is ugly.
Hey, do I look like a guy who puts a premium on beauty?
Yeah, it looks like a huge mess to me.
Dunno. I've seen people eat uglier, though I wish I hadn't.
There's no need to be rude. This civilian is trying the best that he can to survive, and I applaud him for it.
The second word is why.
Next time, maybe wait for your mind to come up with a second word before saying it.
You could say that about any place up here, and you'd be right.
Please excuse my master, sir. I, for one, feel it's quite ingenious.
Humans say strong ugly. Strong not look like tar berries.